A wild weather pattern is beginning right now. This pattern will bring a barrage of storms to the US. But you might look outside on a mild spring day over the next week with the sun out, the birds chirping, the flowers blooming, and maybe your friend's pool opening for the first time this year. You may even want to go for an early suntan or have your first dive in that pool. However, you may be out of luck if you live in the central and eastern US, as this huge weather maker could drop significant tornadoes, very large hail, very significant damaging winds, and flooding rains both today and tomorrow and even Thursday. The most significant threat will likely be Wednesday into Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Today we have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for severe weather covering much of East Texas and western Louisiana. Now, what does this risk mean for you? An elevated chance of severe weather for all hazards, and particularly significant hail further west and probably strong tornadoes further east. Before these threats emerge, it will feel sticky out as a strong storm system out west encroaches on that moist air mass. They will ultimately sort of merge, and where that convergence of parameters is most aligned, boom, your highest threats are realized. The hail should be maximized further west, while a large line of storms may form to maximize the wind and tornado threats further east after 5 p.m. Unfortunately, I don't think you should be jumping into your friend's pool on Wednesday, as that pool will be more like gasoline with a lidded match on top of it, because that threat will be increasing much more from Tuesday and even as early as 7 a.m. I mean, when's the last time you've had strong winds and thunder waking you up in the morning? Well, it is crucial to pay attention here, because this could be a very unusually timed event. There is a large enhanced risk in place here too, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a much more widespread threat with the potential for dangerously strong winds and possible strong tornadoes on this day. So as editing this video, a new moderate risk for severe weather was placed for Wednesday's severe threat. So this is definitely a big threat. This includes a 45 significant chance for significant damaging wind, as well as a 15% significant risk for strong tornadoes. So likely a widespread tornado outbreak is certainly possible, and very strong winds, and with this very strong mesoscale convective system, we could see a very big severe weather threat here on Wednesday in the region outlined here. That line of storms from the night before is likely to continue and even strengthen throughout the morning hours as the upper level system tilts negative. Remember, a negative tilt in the upper levels is generally a negative outcome for you, increasing the storm threat. Tomorrow's threat is also largely dependent on what happens today, so I wouldn't be too certain on the exact outcome. Now moving it on to Thursday, the Storm Prediction Center has put out a slight risk for severe weather over the southeastern coast and parts of Kentucky and Ohio. I do think this time you may be able to get away with a short swim, as there is a lower threat for big time severe weather. However, this does not mean you should let your guard down. Be ready to stop suntanning or leave that pool at a moment's notice. Storms from Wednesday are likely to continue into Georgia and the Carolinas on Thursday and maintain strength, or perhaps briefly strengthen, with renewed daytime heating, bringing a low-end wind and tornado threat. Confidence does dramatically decrease here, but I do believe the greatest threat will extend from the early morning hours throughout the afternoon, with an end by mid-evening. Also, there is a northern threat here in Ohio that may bring some more isolated cells capable of all hazards from wind to tornadoes and hail in the late afternoon hours. Finally, a big threat here is some flash flooding occurring, and severe weather ain't the only thing that could ruin the outdoor activities you've planned this week. North of the severe weather threat, both on Tuesday and on Wednesday, it's gonna rain a lot.
It's gonna rain!
Training bands of heavy thunderstorms and heavy rain are expected to add up 5 to 7 inches or more of rain over the moderate risk regions here, and perhaps some room on the south side for higher end rainfall. This will likely impact travel as well, so please turn around and do not drown. So make sure to pay attention to all of these big weather threats, and perhaps rethink your activities for the week as we head into this very active spring. Thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy, you may like these videos on screen as well. Have a great day.